tonight we have an amazing guest. The lovely, talented actress Mariel Booth is with us tonight. Welcome, Mariel.
Hi, thank you so much.
You were in a really cute New Balance commercial
Yeah.
where you wore like high toning shoes. So tell me the underlying story behind this ad. Like, what's like the premise of what the director was trying to do with the three actors?
Well, basically there's me and this other girl, and we are, jogging in the park, and there's a hottie that walks by that I'm trying to catch his eye, but instead of looking at me, he looks at her. So I get a little bit miffed at the end.
And you thought he was noticing you at the beginning, but he's really noticing
my shoes.
Your shoes.
They were like the ugliest shoes on the face of the planet. They were send-off on the Skechers shoes, so they were actually built specifically for the commercial. They were like really tall platform, like heinously ugly, like silver shoes that made me walk really like in this really goofy
way.
Yeah.
And she's wearing normal shoes, so he's like focused on your shoes, and then he's looking at her shoes. And it must have been a long day shooting that, because he would have to get all those shots of the feet and the shoes and everyone coordinated correctly, and you're walking by each other. Yeah, the butt shots are very important in a sneaker commercial.
Totally.
Yeah, I have noticed sneaker commercials are all about like the girls' bodies and butt shots.
True. Well,
So
these were like butt blasting shoes, so they were specifically targeting. There were a lot of sort of close-up leg booty shots.
That's so funny. But what you're really known for in commercials is your State Farm ad, State of Disbelief, where you play a delusional character who seems like she's a little out of touch with reality. So let's take a look at that clip.
I met him on the internet.
He's a French model.
Bonjour.
How true is that character to who you really are?
Oh my God, it's so completely opposite of who I am. I can't even tell you. But there is nothing more fun than playing a dumb blonde. Honestly, I feel like that's really all I ever get booked for, and I guess it's like my thing, because I'm good at being really ditzy, but I mean, it's fun. I love it.
So was this ad shot like right in the streets of New York, or a set that was made to look like that? Because it literally looks like you're in front of Carrie Bradshaw's like brownstone in New York City or something.
We actually shot in Fort Greene, Brooklyn, and so it was in New York, but
cool.
it was, I think Carrie lived on the Upper East Side, so it was a little bit more, ritzy than where we were, but it was a good day and it wasn't very busy, which is good.
Based on the look, did you do that look in the audition?
You know, it's so funny, everyone asked me about that look, but I actually didn't know that I was doing that look. I just it just sort of came out of nowhere, and so I was surprised when I saw it myself, but I think in the actual audition, I was actually doing a different spot, and it was just as funny, but I think that it just worked out really well. I don't know.
Yeah, because I think that look, like it's just pure comedy.
To be honest, I think I did do that look, because there was a moment in the audition in the callback where I had to walk off screen and kind of look back at this girl that was actually, I was doing it with, and kind of look at her like, yeah, okay, you're crazy. You know what I mean? And I think it was something like that. So.
It really worked. But I have to say, one of the best pieces of work I've seen you do is I love the State Farm thing, but you did a sketch with the Britannic guys on YouTube called Sexy Pool Party, which has like almost 10 million views. I checked it the other day. It's literally peaking to 10.
Yeah,
so let's go ahead and take a look at that.
So, why aren't there any girls at this party?
Because, have you met us? We're terrible. What are you doing to Fifi?
Just a little trick Brad showed me.
That Greek guy?
Dude, he's Cyprian. Wow!
What?
Woof.
Fifi, come here, girl.
I don't know about this.
For you.
Tonight, I'm gonna poop in your shoes.
It's perfect.
I had so much fun that day.
Hide your shoes, people, when Mariel's around, because you never know what she's going to do.
Yeah.
If you want to see the rest of that sketch, you have to go to Britannic's YouTube page and or you can Google Sexy Pool Party. It'll come right up. We didn't have time to play the whole clip, but also Nathan Fillion appears in that sketch at the end of the sketch, so that's really nice. Your comedic timing in this is perfect. You play a dog. How did you prepare for that?
I'm a dog lover. I've always been such a big fan, and I know I just thought about like how a dog would actually jump in a pool, because they kind of like hesitate for a second and then they just like launch, but the launch is never really very graceful. So I just went for it. It was like the first take I did a belly flop, and they were like, "Wow, you really went for that, didn't you?"
You nailed the jump. Perfect. That's exactly what a dog would do.
I just wanted to really be really dog-like.
How did they find you for this?
Actually, it was through a friend of a friend. Another writer, comedy writer, a friend of mine knows these guys and knew they were looking for someone in LA and hooked us up. So
And Mariel, I wanted to ask you, where did you get your start in like show business in front of the camera?
I actually I did a lot of theater when I was a kid, but then I ended up starting modeling when I was 14. And then I graduated high school a year early when I was 17, started traveling all over the world doing that. And then I settled in New York and I started doing commercials about 7 years ago, and it's actually just my favorite thing to do. I really enjoy it, and it's the reason I moved out to LA.
I'll leave you guys. We have a blog, commercialbreaktv.com. Mike's putting all kinds of articles up there that are funny. We also have a Facebook, like us there, Commercial Break TV Show. Check us out there, and our Twitter is Commercial TV. And thank you so much for being with us, and have a great night.